You came to me in storms, with trembling in your hands. I wrapped you in my silence, tried to understand. You called me your salvation, your safe and steady light. But you never held me close when the world felt right. You needed me in darkness, but not in the sun. I was just your shelter, not the one you loved. I was just your comfort, not the love you chose. Just a quiet harbor when the cold wind blows. I was just your comfort, a place to hide your scars. You never meant to stay, you just rested in my arms. You'd hold me when you were lonely, call me late at night. But when the morning found you, you'd be out of sight. I gave you all my patience, all the love I knew, but I was just a refuge, never home to you. You said I meant the world, but only when you fell. I was heaven in your sadness, but not your wish as well. I was just your comfort, not the love you kept. Just a quiet shoulder where your tired heart slept. I was just your comfort, soft and warm and true. But you saved your forever for someone that wasn't me. Now I see the difference between need and love. One reaches for shelter, the other rises above. You didn't lie on purpose, you just didn't know. But I was given forever to a place you'd only go. I was just your comfort, and now I understand. You were only resting, you never meant to stand. I was just your comfort, but I'm letting you go. I deserve a love that calls me home, no bitter. Yeah. I used to chase your footsteps down every lonely hall, knocking on your silence like it was my call. I've been around your moves like branches in the rain. Thought love meant waiting through every kind of pain. I wore out my apologies for things I didn't do, trying to be perfect just to stay with you. But the day I stopped begging was the day I stood tall. I picked up on my and I left them all. The day I stopped begging, something in me grew. I learned my heart was worth more than chasing you. I stopped checking your eyes for a sign you care. Stop shaping my whole world around the love we share. The mirror looked different when I stood alone for the first time in forever. I felt like my own. I didn't slam the door, scream your name. I just walked out quietly, and nothing felt the same. 'Cause the day I stopped begging was the day I got free. No more shrieking down just to make you see. The day I stopped begging, I could finally breathe. Love shouldn't be something you have to plead. If love needs convincing, it ain't love at all. Real hearts don't wait for someone to crawl. I didn't lose you, I found my pride. Sometimes the bravest step is the one outside. The day I stopped begging was the day I was strong. I realized my silence had waited too long. The day I stopped begging, I walked toward the light, and for the first time, being alone felt right. No tears left to borrow, no pride left to sell. We never held hands in public, never said the words out loud, but something in your silence always pulled me like a cloud. We walked along the same streets with different hearts in line, close enough for magic, but never close to mine. Every glance between us felt like the secret sign, but time kept its distance, and love stayed undefined. It almost was our love, but it never found a name. Just a spark in the darkness without a steady flame. It almost was our love, but the moment passed us by. Some hearts nearly touch, then just wave goodbye. You'd smile across the room like you knew my hidden thoughts. We danced around the feeling, but never tied the knots. A step too late, a word too soft, a chance we didn't take. Love stood right between us, but neither dared to wait. Maybe we were scared of what the truth might do. Or maybe fate just whispered, it's not the time for you. It almost was our love, but it stayed in between, like a faded photograph of a life unseen. It almost was our love, soft, getting bittersweet. Some love would eat that ended before the final beat. I don't blame the silence or the roads we chose. Some stories never bloomed, they just remain as prose. But sometimes in the evening, when the lights are low, I wonder what our love might have grown to show. It almost was our love, but it never came to life. Just a tender maybe that never turned to right. It almost was our love, and that's the gentle truth. Some love stays forever. The band still playing softly, but the crowd has mostly gone. Empty glasses on the tables, like echoes of a song. Your shadow used to meet me on this worn-out wooden floor. Now the rhythm feels different than it ever did before. The clock says it's too late for broken hearts to pretend, but the music keeps whispering, you can dance again. So I'm dancing alone after midnight, with nobody holding my hand, just the smoke and the piano and a tired one-woman band. I'm dancing alone after midnight, but I'm not as lost as I seem. Sometimes lonely footsteps still follow a dream. A mirror on the back wall shows a softer kind of face, not the girl who begged for love, just someone finding grace. My heels tap out a heartbeat on the faded stage, and every lonely mood to break me into one little memory, and I'd fall back to you. I'd cry in the kitchen with the lights turned low, thinking love was something I just couldn't let go. But tears have their season, and mine ran dry. Some hearts stop hurting before they stop asking why. I don't cry for you anymore. Not a single tear falls down. Your shadow don't shake me. Your name don't make a sound. I don't cry for you anymore, and that's the honest truth. Some loves don't heal you, they just wear you through. Your letters lost their power, your pictures lost their sting. All the things you gave me don't mean a thing. I pass by the places where we used to stand, and nothing in my heartbeat reaches for your hand. It ain't that I hate you, you pain. I just stopped caring what we became. I don't cry for you anymore. My eyes stay dry at night. Your memory's a stranger fading out of sight. The love I kept for you came back to me. Maybe this is healing, or maybe it's the end. When love turns silent and won't pretend, no fireworks, no anger, no dramatic goodbye, just a quiet heart. I learned your laugh before your name, knew your habits like a song. Every little thing you did felt like where I belonged. I stood just out of focus in the corner of your days, loving you in silence in 1,000 quiet ways. You never saw the tremble when our hands would nearly meet. I kept my heart in whispers at your feet. I loved you quietly, like a shadow on the wall. No big words, no grand scenes, no confessions at all. I loved you quietly, and you never knew. Some hearts stay silent when they love someone like you. I memorize your stories, even ones you told twice. Laughed a second too softly just to keep it light. You spoke about your future like I wasn't in the frame, and I smile politely while my heart took the blame. I could have said the truth, but fear was stronger than the flame. So I kept loving you without a name. I loved you quietly, like rain behind a door. You never heard it falling on my heart's floor. I loved you quietly, and there was my truth. Some love stay hidden in the shadow of youth. Maybe if the timing had been kinder to my heart, I'd have found the courage right from the start. But some love stories are meant to stay unseen, soft as a memory of what might have been. I loved you quietly, but I don't regret. Not every love needs a moment or a duet. I loved you quietly, and that was enough. Some silent hearts still know real love. You never heard my heartbeat, but it was always true. I loved you quietly, and it was all for you. The clock kept talking louder every minute after 10. Your chair stayed empty, like you never sit again. The coffee turned to shadows in a cup gone cold, and every little silence felt heavier than gold. I listened for your footsteps in every passing car, but the night just stretched its arms and swallowed who you are. It was the night you didn't come home, and the streetlights felt too bright. Every hour without you was a longer kind of night. It was the night you didn't come home, and the walls learned how to cry. Some goodbyes don't happen, they just never arrive. Your jacket on the hanger still smelled like yesterday, like you were only gone, just stepping out the way. But the phone stayed silent, like it forgot your name. And every ticking second sounded just the same. I made up little stories to keep the fear away, but hope grows thinner when the sky turns gray. It was the night you didn't come home, and the radio played slow. Every love song or just a twist of fate? Did you lose your way, or did you just come late? The questions fill the darkness, but the answers never came. Just a quiet I turned off all the lights, try to rest my mind, but every quiet moment brings you back in time. Your laugh in the hallway, your whisper in the dark, even in the silence you still leave a mark. I walk through empty rooms, but I never feel alone, 'cause your words keep calling like an echo in my bones. There's your voice in my head, saying things you used to say, soft as old records spinning far away. There's your voice in my head, and it won't let me rest. Some goodbyes don't leave you, they just move inside your chest. I hear you in the radio, between the lines of songs, like the world keeps playing where you once belonged. I try to drown the memory in crowds of neon light, but your voice keeps finding me every single night. I don't need a photograph or letters that you wrote. You live inside the rhythm of every word you spoke. There's your voice in my head, calling out my name, like a ghost of love still feels the same. There's your voice in my head, soft and bittersweet. Some memories don't fade, they just change their seed. Maybe time will quiet every word you said. Maybe one day silence will fill my head instead. But tonight you're still